Welcome, guys. We're just about to get started here. Strap yourselves in. Get ready for some ultra top memes. Welcome, everybody, to the iRacing Fanatec GT Challenge here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The Alea famous for the 2005 shambles that was the... Well, I think everybody knows what happened there. It was, well, a little bit of a oopsie on the part of the FIA, but it is the famous race in 2005 when Michelin all pulled their cars in. Only 6 racers started. There won't be any of that today. We have a grand total of, I think, 22 cars ready to race today. This is going to be exciting to see the L girl being used again. Hopefully nobody slams into the wall. Of course, joining me as always is Craig King. Craig, how are we?
Good evening, Rob. Not doing bad. I just managed to get back in after iRacing being... Well, iRacing doesn't like me at the moment. Not sure why. Indianapolis, a small field today. Only about 20 cars. It's Petit Le Mans weekend. You can understand that. But some people here wanting to have a bit of fun and... Well, can you blame them? Petit Le Mans is a fantastic... Well, it's Indianapolis, sorry. It's a fantastic place to be running. So it's good to see. Now, I've not seen what these cars can do. Technically, it is a Roval. Before Rovals were cool, came Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I see Dan Muller actually. Oh, Dan Muller loses the car going into turn 1. So his fastest time of a 1:22.929 will be his only lap. And oh, I've just seen Mascara. It's back.
Oh no!
Isn't it? It's back.
Oh, it is back. Oh dear. Oh dear. There it is. There it is.
Oh man. Oh dear.
I do notice that Lofton is in the race as well, and he said we don't talk about that race, the race that shall not be named. But
oh yeah.
Can we not talk this car? Can we just name this car the car that shall not be seen?
Don't zoom in. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Nice to see Mascara back. In all due fairness, he's unable to do the first 2 races this season for the broadcast. Good to see him back. One of our resident oval drivers. So it's nice to see not oval drivers. Sorry, Ford drivers. Wow, sorry, I got oval on the brain. Look, we're at an oval. I must be on the brain.
I must be on the brain. Yes, Craig. I must be on the brain. You wanna retract that statement there real quick?
It's been a long week. Oh dear. Right. So no one's actually been able. Well, apart from I was about to say no one's been able to come close to Muller's pole lap. Ferrier just threw a 1:22.5. Well, 1:22.5. It was a 5 flat in to take pole. It's a very, like I said, it's a short track in terms of what we usually see in the Fanatec GT Challenge. I'm a fan of the Indianapolis road course, even if it's not the current updated version, which I really feel needs to be in the sim. Maybe if Daddy Rona wasn't involved, we might have got it, but that's another story. So what do we have exactly? We've got 20. Do I see 20 GT? Yeah, 20 GT1s followed by 5 Fords. So actually not a bad field when we look at it like that. So,
but I mean, we've got the boys. We've got the boys with the toys. That is the DBR9 and the Shouty boy, who has to be named because, well, I mean, can you really try and talk over this thing?
What?
No, I don't.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just...
Sorry, Rob, did you say something?
Yeah, I can't hear you, Craig. You have to speak over this loud engine.
I had to speak up. Okay, How's this?
Oh, dear. I think we're taking that to the next level in terms of raw meme. Just the Shouty boy. That's what we will call it,
Well, I must admit, it's nice to see everybody. Well, I say everybody. There's still 2 cars. Charles Lofton, not set a lap, not in the sim at the moment. Anthony Fromont coming around for his first. He'll only get 1 lap coming around the oval. Now remember, it's a anti-clockwise oval, like every oval is. But then for the Roval, they go clockwise, which is really weird because they come out onto the exit of Indy 2 into Indianapolis 1 as the finish instead, so it's very confusing. We've just caught the oval corner, really, turn 13, as it is on the sim, the unlucky 13, and Fromont spins as he, where's that, turn 4, it looked like he's just had a spin there, so he wasn't going to get a second lap in, but a 1:27.576 will be his time, and with 25 seconds left, I don't think there's anybody else out there. As I say that, Stefan Overgaard, who is in P2 at 22.652, comes around the final corner, down to the start-finish straight. He will cross the line. What will he get? It's a 22.544.
Puts him in the second.
Not good enough. Yeah. I think he already was second, but he was already second. Just could not get that extra. Well, he's 400th of a second behind Ferrier. But that will do it for qualifying.
That is qualifying. So we're going down the listing pecking order now. In first place, it is Ferrier with a 1:22.501. In car number 1, Stefan Overgaard with a 1:22.544. Then Dan Muller behind them in third position with a 1:22.929. Hayes 2 with a 1:23.299. Nodden with a 1:23.405. Hoppe with a 1:23.510, and Ali in the car 21 with a 1:23.638 is in 7th position. Leslie in 8th with a 1:23.988. Boberg with a 1:23.999. No hurt, no. Oh my lord. Nogarul with a 1:24.350. In 11th position is Maguin with a 1:25.678. Messick with a 1:25.935 is a good number for 12th. Boudon is in 13th with a 1:26.338. Shacklet with a 1:26.375, and then we get into the GT2s. Mascara with a 1:26.713 in first position. Blankenship with a 1:26.951 in second. Philippi with a 1:27.486. Fromont with a 1:27.577. Going back to the GT1s, and finally the final qualifier for GT1 was Cullimore with a 1:27.695. Madsen coming back to the GT2s with a 1:28.922, and then finally Caruso with a 1:35.382.
Yeah, Charles Lofton just telling us that he is there. He just doesn't qualify, which is fair enough. He will be at the back of the GT1 field. I'll be in P17 for the GT1, so not a bad way to go. Full formation lap. This is interesting. All I can hear are Corvettes. There's only 3 Corvettes at the front, and that's all I can hear. But it's nice to see the fixed racing Corvette of Ferrier back out there again. I think he was in. I don't know. He wasn't in last week's race, so we have not seen it. They're on to, as I call it, the back straight between 7 and 8. The middle section here, which is the longest straight until really you're on the oval coming around. It's where you see a lot of overtaking chances as we get into the race. It's also a very wide straight for an infield of an oval. So some very good opportunities there. Hopefully with lap cars not getting it, with these lap times, how short the track is, even in a 30-minute race, we will see some overtakes. But now they're into the final section, into 8, 9, and 10. They will now hit 11, and then from 11 they will come on to the start of the oval, onto the last corner. Then this is 12 into 13. They will go shortly. This is very high speed. I would not be surprised if there's a little bit of lifting by some of these guys as they come around 12 into 13. But they're hitting 13 right now. 30 minutes of the Fanatec GT challenge will be taken by Rob. Take it away when they slowly get there, Rob.
We are just waiting for the safety car to peel off to the right-hand side, and then we'll be go for 30 minutes out. Already the car number 3 is starting away. Thomas Ferrier is going and absolutely gunning it. That's Stefan Overgaard and Tal Muller being caught off guard by the car number 3 going down the main straight, and that is going to be surely something that's going to have to wake up to. They're going to have to wake up and get ready, because there's cars already behind them looking to see if they can get a piece of the pie. That is Stefan Leslie and Jeremy Hopp looking to see if they can do no, sorry, it's Stefan Leslie and Fabrice Norden looking in the background to see if they can have a little bit of a slice of the pie. But they've all sort of settled in now. No turn 1 calamities to report, and just looking at the... Ooh, there's a battle between the...
Oh, there's contact in the Fords. There's contact in the Ford. Caruso's gone off there. He has gone off in turn 2. Now, he made contact, I believe. Who was that contact with? No, he didn't make contact. There was contact in front of him between Blankenship and Philippe's. And just out of nowhere, I think he just overdid it. Yes, he overdid it. Mind you, those two at the same time, Blankenship and Philippe's still battling there into second and third, holding on. Magnussen has gone off. Magnussen, sorry, there's no S in there, has gone off. He's hit the barrier and he's not moving. What's happened to him? Just coming into turn 3, and the 8 hits him. Fromont hits him. The 8 had the faster line there.
Just having a look. Ooh, no, that'll do it. Yeah, and he's towed himself. So let's get back to the front and see what Stefan Overgaard can do. Now that he's had his wake-up call and smell the coffee, what can he do? Darting into turn 1 again. It's a very sharp right-hander. Well, not very sharp, but when you're coming from 280 kilometers an hour and then down to 100, it feels very sharp. Into 2 and 3, sweeping around right, a very long right-hander, and then coming on to 4. Again, it's very it's after you get past the first initial few turns, it's like 180-degree turns, and it's very long, and 5 and 6 are essentially back to back. So once you're getting onto the DRS zone right now, which, well, I mean, these guys don't have DRS, but if they did, I imagine they'll be using it aplenty. Breaking into 7. This is another sweeping right-hander into a left-hander. Turn number 8. I think I'm getting it right. Turn number 9. Then into 10. Like, these corners just keep following up each other. The only respite you get is, you know, when you're coming on to 12 and 13. So 12 being the last corner on the road circuit. And now we're coming on to 13, the oval. And as we can see, the field is starting to spread out in front. And you can just see the gaps. Well, the gaps between the first 6 cars are not too bad. But, you know, car number 13 is in the pit. Oh, and
sorry, Overguard. Overguard's going to make the move, isn't he? Can he do it on the braking? He's got the inside line. It's going to be a very shallow line. He has to put his cars a little bit left, and does make that stick. Ferrier's got nowhere to go. There's no chance for you to do an over/under going into 1 and 2, so he has to wait. Now comes around into 3, and it looks like Overguard's missed the apex there a little bit. 4 and 5, but if he can make a move at 6, he can't. But all that work has also meant that Muller's been able to get back in. Again, Ferrier just unable to get the apex. It's almost like a double apex turn 6. Then into 7 onto the straight. They're all split up there, about half a second between first, second, and third each. Just holding to as much as they can onto the back straight. Well, I say the back straight. The infield straight comes down, hits that resurfaced area there into 8. Just really can't do anything. But there's a nice little battle as well behind. As well. Jeremy Hopp in the VEC against Justin Hayes for 4th and 5th. They're battling as well. And it's shortly, if these guys keep getting held up, there's going to be a 5-car gaggle. Despite they're almost only a second between them and the top 3, there might be a bit of a 5-car gaggle here. But again, we're back onto the start-finish straight. What will happen? Not much at the moment. I want to keep an eye on this. I also want to keep looking at the Fords. Mascara's got a very big lead at the moment. Blankenship and Madsen. It's the only real battle happening at the moment. Blankenship took P3 away from Madsen. Just there, pretty spread out at the moment in the Fords.
Well, we do have one battle. That is Madsen in the car number 14 chasing down car number 15. And 2 of them are doing battle. And Ryan Cullimore has just done battle with, I think that is Stefan Leslie, the car number 7. And they are going at it this one. You could just hear, oh my god, just the coil whine, I would call it, the transmission whine from Madsen's car.
Oh, what's happened to Chaquette? What's happened to Chaquette? He's gone off. Now that looks like he's gone off at 5, as he lost the back of the car coming through 4 and 5, and just able to keep it straight, just on the grass, having to come to a complete stop. He's now at the back of the GT1 field, behind Pundo, who actually does have a bit of damage after getting caught up in lap 2. So might be able to catch back up here, but just a small mistake there. Small mistake. Just the grass. Yeah, it'll get you, the grass. You know, if you don't respect the grass, if you don't appreciate the grass will get you. Definitely. I'm just keeping an eye on Holt. Like I said, there's a battle for 4th and 5th. That's Hayes and Holt. There's the battle for 2nd and 3rd. That's Ferrier and Muller. And then really, you could say the lead. Overguard is trying to extend that lead. It's not so easy.
Overguard making a mistake going into 2 there. He went too wide coming out of 1. Going into 2, he compromised his line. And Ferrier was just having a much nicer line. And he's gone wide again coming into 3 and 4. What's happening? You gotta get your head in the game, Overguard. Come on. We need to not get wides. If you get wides, Thomas Ferrier of the fixed racing team will come and get you. He's fast, and he'll pounce on any opportunity to get by you again and hold that first position. It's now a gaggle of 5, by the way, as you were discussing before. Cars 1, 3, 2, 5, and 4 are fighting.
Not in the right order, but they're all there.
Yeah, quite literally. 1st or 5th are occupied by the top 5 numbered cars.
Well, a little bit of a slide by Miller there. You see that the back just went a little bit there as he went into, I think that was 9 and 10. Just unsettled the back of the car going through there, but still keeps in the slipstream. This is where you go, keep in the slipstream right here, and you're going to have a good time. Hopper is on the slipstream of Hayes. He's not on the slipstream of Muller, but Hayes is just losing that slipstream. So the gaggle of 5 is going to turn into a gaggle of 3 again. We'll wait and see. Berrier still cannot make a move at the front. The top 2 are Corvettes, followed by an Aston, then another Corvette. So really is proving its worth today with the Corvettes with the top end speed. Muller he's really good on the brakes into 1 and 2 though. Look how much time he makes on Ferrier going into 1 and 2. He's now right on the back of them, and even Hayes with a bit of a good move into the infield section. So really working well. And look at the line Muller's taking compared to Ferrier. More shallow, hugging that apex, taking the shortest route instead of taking the apex line, and may have compromised him there coming out of 7. But it's still there. Some really good work there from Muller though.
Muller needs to keep his A game on, otherwise he's gonna have the threat of Justin Hayes behind him in the big shouty boy, and then Jeremy Hupp with his DBR9 coming to see if he can make it 2 for 2, and you can just see the sandwich, this this not quintuple
Corvette sandwich.
Yeah, this Corvette sandwich. It's literally a Corvette, Aston Martin, and Corvette, Aston Martin. You know, I would have called it the Big Mac, but I don't want to get sued by McDonald's.
Oh, Madsen's had an off. Madsen's had a off. It looks like it's 6, but you got to be careful because 27 seconds behind him are the leaders, and he will get lapped if he's not too careful. Muller's had another good turn 1 and 2, as is Hayes and Hop. Literally, the top 5 are separated by, what do I want to say, 2.5 seconds. It doesn't sound a lot. Oh, it sounds a lot until you realise how close they all are.
Yeah, that's not first to second. You know, that would be a bit of a gap. That's first through 5th are separated by 2.5 seconds. So that's a 5-way duel, essentially. No one's really budging. No one's really stepping out. Overgaard has solved his little issue that he was having in 1, 2, 3. You know, where his car was stepping out and he was going wide coming into 2 and having to compromise his line going into 3. And he'll need to keep that momentum up. He'll need to keep making those perfect entrances and exits through that section if he wants to keep ahead of Thomas Ferrier. Ferrier is leaving a little bit of a gap, but he's still within slipstream range when it comes to the straight. So Overgaard is not escaping just yet. And if Overgaard escapes him, Ferrier is going to be under threat from Dan Muller behind him, because he'll also have the slipstream. As you can just see, the 5 cars are grouped together in slipstream range. They're not going anywhere. Nobody's budging, really. Nobody's stepping out to let the others have a tango on the floor, as it were. This, you know, the floor being 1st through 5th are stepping out, making mistakes.
Dan Muller, sorry, he really threw that car into 1. I wanted to see how he did it, and just as he was doing it, that back almost went. So he made time up on Ferrier. He lost it coming out of 2 and 3, but at the same time, now he's got Hayes literally breathing down his neck. Hayes had a really good time, but Muller, the back of that Doritos car, just struggling, just really forcing it in. It's a cold trap.
Anthony Fromont hitting the rear end. Oh, sorry, cut across. Lofton too got rear-ended by Fromont there. He lets him by, but I don't think Lofton's going to be a bit happy with that, because there's a little bit of a...
Oh, he spun! He has spun! He has gone 90 degrees! He has spun! My God!
He spun!
Incredible!
He spun his pizza 180 degrees!
It was at 180, but he also, Leslie had to make an evasive maneuver there. And so Lawton lost a spot, lost that battle with Fromont. That's unfortunate in the Gatorade Corvette there. Meanwhile, at the front, Muller still trying to catch on, still trying to catch the slipstream. Hayes still on his slipstream. Hop still there. Overgaard does have a second lead. It doesn't look like it's over a second, but he's doing his best. Another good entry there for Muller. A better one for Hayes. And this is the thing, though. There's no real places you can make a move on this infield apart from that infield straight. Just because of the nature of the corners and the apexes. But if you can get a great... So you're getting these guys doing great entries onto the infield, but with nowhere to capitalize on it because of how big the gaps are. And in fact, Ferrier's had a moment. In fact, he's had a moment. He's a second and a half.
Jimmy Nurburgring also had a moment. He's just spun and he's lost his battle, and he's gone down the pecking order. Let's see what happened to him. This is him going into 1, 2, and 3. You're just seeing he was battling. I think he was battling with Boberg at one point, and then he lost it here. There he goes into 4. Just overextended himself. Tried to brake, and then the car just went, nope, you're not having that, mate. And you can just see...
Oh, Fromont's off! Fromont's off! What's happened to Fromont? He's in a battle. Who was that with? That was Will Messick. And coming into 6, and he just goes power sliding round. What a weird move. Just loses the car. He had the position. Just got on the accelerator too early, or just turned in a bit too much, and Fromont goes from 11th down to 13th.
He had snap oversteer. It's snap oversteer. Like, he got the corner, and then I think he just wheeled too hard.
Madsen's had a moment. That doesn't matter at the moment. We just got to keep an eye on where he is when it comes to traffic. These 3 are now a little bit... These 4, sorry, are a little bit spread out. Make it 5, but Hopper's also lost some time. 1.3 seconds between Overgaard and Ferrier. 1.2 between Ferrier and Muller. And then Muller's 0.7 ahead of Hayes. Trying to keep on. But just little mistakes in this infield are costing these drivers. And it's just started to spread out. Their times are identical in the last lap, apart from 2 tenths faster for Overgaard. But they're just unable to find anything into that tricky section. Does Muller go now into 10, into 11, and now 12? Just holding on. It looks like Ferrier's managed to pull back a bit. No, actually, I'll tell you what it is. Overgaard's using Madsen as slipstream. Madsen needs to get out the way. If we've had NASCAR this week and they're telling people, lap cars go high, and Madsen decided, no thanks, I'm staying low. Just caused a little bit of a moment there for Overgaard. Losing only a couple tenths to Ferrier, but now Ferrier is back in the slipstream. Yes, he's got Madsen to get by, but he's back in the slipstream. And there goes Madsen. Well played.
I thought Stefan Overgaard had overextended himself going into 1 again. It looked like it, but I'll reserve my own judgment for when I have glasses.
Oh no! Muller's gone wide! Muller's gone wide trying to get by Madsen. He's gone off the track. Off the track. He's lost 4th. He's lost 5th. And he's lost 3rd. He's lost 4th. Sorry. He's in 5th now. And he's a lot of the way away. And I've got to call a spade for a spade. That's the lap cars just being in the way.
Ooh. I think Dan misjudged the corner. He didn't hit the walls. That's great. But he's now down back of 5th. The first mistake has been seen, and it begins. Now it's a case of, Stefan Overgaard. He needs to keep first. He needs to keep everybody behind him and not make mistakes. The pressure will be on. We just go past the halfway point of the race. 15 minutes gone, 15 minutes left to go.
Yeah, keeping an eye on any battles as well. The Ford field are very spread out. 6 seconds between Mosquera and Blankenship, and then another 4 seconds between Blankenship and Flips. So not much happening in the Ford field. We'll keep you up to date for anything that happened. Muller is now second try going around Madsen. He will make it fine this time, and like you said, he just overshot it. He knew he had to try and go around Madsen and just took way too much speed.
Ricard Boberg going on the inside of Fabrice Norden. Car number 11 versus car number 10, and the car number 10 just sails by into turn 1. That was a great move by him, making it very clear where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do. And car number 11 yielding to give the car number 10 a 6th position. And that is the latest move in this sort of situation, but I don't think Fabrice will let that slide very easily. He's going to try and stick behind the car of Ricard Boberg. At least on the straights, he'll get back to slipstream, and he desperately needs to try and mount an offensive counter-offensive really, to take back 6th position. And right now I think he's just trying to survive the infield, but Boberg is pushing, as is Jeremy up. Now that he's up into 4th position after being on the back tail of that Gaggle of 5, it's now a Gaggle of 4 as they come around the oval number 13. Well, turn 13 technically, but you can just see Jeremy Up and Justin Hayes are going to be the two people dueling at this moment in time. Justin Hayes falling back 3.5 seconds behind the car number 3 of Thomas Ferrier, and he will have to keep his wing mirrors absolutely glued to the VEC Sim Racing car number 4, and he's definitely putting in the laps. he was faster by 0.4 of a second over Justin Hayes on that last lap alone. So Justin Hayes is going to have to put in some magic on the infield and make sure that he can, you know, that infield really does counteract the slipstream that Jeremy Hopp will get on this infield straight and the oval and the start-finish straight when we get past turn 13. Next, well, it's not really a battle, but it's more of an update for the GT2s. Austin Caruso has retired. We did see him spinning, and he decided to park the car. Mosquera leads the field by 6 seconds. 4 seconds.
Yeah, just keeping an eye as well at these times. By the way, Hopp's got a bit of a run on Hayes. Just also want to keep an eye that Overgaard is just increasing his lead. And it's all right doing 23s for most of the race. You've got to do 23s for all of the race if you want a chance. Hopp's got that gap down to 0.3 of a second. The Aston Martin does a little bit better, I think, around 1 and 2. And it's proven just there. Really catching on to the back of Hayes right now. Through 3, they go now into 4 shortly. And then 5. Yeah, you can just see he's really glued. This Aston Martin really loves this infield at the moment. And now gets to 6. Let's see what line he takes. Slightly, no, he hugs that inside, like Dan Muller. He hugs the inside of that apex. Takes the shortest route, that does help him. Hayes got a little bit kicked out there on the apex, but he does make some time up from there. Onto the, I keep saying at the back straight, it's the infield straight, I apologise. Not making much time. By the way, Muller's catching. Muller is catching, even through all this. And if these two keep having to battle, he might have a chance to come and try and get back his third spot, even with 10.5 minutes left. Overgaard is now ahead of Ferrier, and Hayes has had a bit of a moment there. Gap is 0.2 of a second as they hit the oval right now into turn 12. He hits the oval, the gap is 0.2 still. When they come around, now who will Hopp have to lift? I don't think so. He's not. He's full down. He's all the way down. All the way. He now swings out to the inside. Could be a bit of a pinch move there from Hayes. Keeps it safe. They're side by side as they come down the start-finish straight into 1. Both are going to take a shallow exit. They both brake at the same time. And Hayes decides not today. But he got the better line and he has to brake. He couldn't go on the outside of 1 and 2 because Hopp was putting his car there. Brilliant defending there from Hopp, even if it was accidental and not done and not a proper move. But I think held him there.
Yeah, I think Hopp was trying to focus on stopping the car to make sure he didn't go up onto the grass. But the way that he put his car, it was basically, preventing the car number 5, Justin Hayes, trying to get around it. I could see Justin's car. He was definitely positioning it. He had it all planned out in his head. But Jeremy was just like, I need to brake here. Thank you very much. You can just sit behind me for a few seconds. You'll be grand.
Did the job though. It did the job. That's all you gotta say. It did the job. Some good move there from Hopp. He gets into P3. We've got a bot in Twitch chat, by the way. I love it.
Yeah.
Ford handicap. Well, this is a different series. This is the GT1s and the GT2s. So the Fords are in a different category on their own. This is not the Ford GT3. This is the Ford GT2. Same body, different category. Hence why the speed difference against these classic GT1s from the early 2000s. Gap now is 0.4, and you can see takes a bit of a slower entry into 1 does Hayes, which helps him, but then back kicks out onto 2. And Hopp's going to get by Fleeps. And he's had a... what the... Did you just see that? Roberto car wanted to go right, and then the car just went no, and just snapped left out of nowhere. I've never seen that.
Which car?
Car literally just went left on its own.
Which car?
Fleeps. Car number 6. Number 6.
Oh, number 6. What? I wasn't even watching that. Let me go back to the car number 6.
As he had Hopp behind him, coming around turn 3 and 4, he loses the car and he goes to correct it, and the car just literally snaps left out of nowhere.
Let's have a look at this. This is what happened. This is the car number 6 of Roberto De Felipe's. He's sliding right. Oh, hey. Oh. Yeah, that's a sad man moment right there, because
that's I have to go now. My people need me
yeah,
moment.
Yeah, that's I have to go. I need to do rally.
Crazy. By the way, Dan Muller has got the gap down now to 2.9. He's catching, and Hayes is also catching on the slipstream here, but just has to take a conservative braking. He almost crawls into 1, and then comes out of 2, loses the back a little bit. Hop's got Blankenship in front of him. We keep this battle going. Fromont's had a moment. Fromont's had a moment. Now what's happened to Fromont here? And now he's decided to take the Joker lap.
Pondon's also had a moment. He's just had a spin, but he is at the back of the field. I just want to focus on Jimmy Nugero and Gistep Ali. That is the car 21 versus the car 12. Jimmy Nugero is doing absolutely flying. He was just under a second faster than the car 21. He's got up to the rear end. He's looking to see if he can hunt for 8th position. He'll have to do it pretty quickly. There's only 6 minutes left on the clock as they come through the infield. Now, it's so, like, I can imagine. Well, I have actually driven here. It is pretty agonizing when you're on the infield, because you wanna go fast, and if you're battling somebody, you can see them. But because of the nature of the 180 turns on the infield, you're basically going like a merry-go-round. There's always somebody there in front of you, and yet you're just like, I have to follow this merry-go-round, otherwise I'm going to go off onto the grass. Or if you're on an actual merry-go-round, I can't pass somebody, otherwise I'll just fall over and hurt my knee.
It's a tough track as well. I remember driving this as well. It's not exactly the easiest tracks, but it's such a rewarding track if you get it right. Nadoin trying to catch on to Boberg at the same time, so some battles happening around the field. But can Nugaro, can he make a move here? He can't. He's on the outside compared to Ali. Ali takes the inside. Ali will have the the sharper line. I don't like the inside when you go around 1. It does compromise him a bit, but a great exit out of 2 does help him. What's happening at the front, you ask? Hayes is now half a second behind Hop, as Hop's trying to get by Mascara, the lead forward. He kind of bullies his way through there.
Soviet Mobile saying it's our corner. The Frenchman saying no, je ne sais pas.
Well, you know the rules of multi-class racing. And I did feel like Hop may have just put his nose in there to get there, but at the same time, he is trying to make sure he does not lose his P3 from Hayes. And with 5 minutes, just on the 5 minutes remaining, there's going to be, 3 laps left to go out of this, so you can kind of understand. And that, Hondoa having a moment again, no, he's just struggling at the moment.
Just under a second between Justin Hayes and Jeremy Hop. And Dan Muller is still attempting to close the gap. He's 2 seconds to the rear. He's only got 4 minutes. He essentially has to take a second. Oh, we got a blinker in front of him. Dan has a blinker. The Doritos car will not save him from blink.
Oh, no, he's in the wall.
Oh, he's lost
Muller's
the wing mirror.
in the wall.
He's lost the wing mirror.
Will he keep it going? He does, but how much damage is there? He was 10 seconds, ahead of Boberg in 6th. Gap is now 4 seconds, and that's Muller just being a little bit impatient. But then at the same time, the lap traffic was not helping him whatsoever.
Yeah, he thought, oh no! He saw the corner.
Hondo just coming back onto the track. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it was just him trying to, essentially, get out of my way. I'm trying to race here. And then when he saw the corner, he was like, oh, I need to go around that. Oh, no.
He had to do it. He took a fast chicane before he took the hairpin. And I think he forgot to brake for the hairpin and broke for the chicane instead. So a bit of a bad moment there. So we're seeing this issue now that we've got these GT1s being lapped. We're also trying to overtake GT2s for track position. Not lapping, track position. Boberg, he's got Blankenship and Magnum because Blankenship is in the lead. Mascara went off. No, he didn't go off, sorry. Blankenship took the lead. So a little bit of an interesting moment there. No, there is actually a lapping Magnussen on Blankenship, but oh, there's the car off. That's Pondo off again.
Yeah, he's not having the greatest day. That is, we've got spinning. Oh no, this Cortetta spin. Oh, poor. That is the car number 12 of Jimmy Nurburgring having a quartet with the car number 6 spinning at the same corner. Oh dear.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, but he's lost several positions. He's lost one position to Stefan Leslie, and I don't think he'd be too pleased about that. But the synchronicity was 11 out of 10. I will at least give them that, but it's not good for his positions.
Tires, yeah. Oh, top at 2 laps to go. By the way, Hayes is now 0.2 of a second behind Hop. He puts his nose into the inside. He can't make it. Cannot make it. They've got a lap car coming up in front of him. Oh my God, that lap car is a little bit dangerous. Onto the apex he goes, but a very slow apex. Hop's going to have to get around Chacolette. But can he also hold on to it? He needs to just go by. Oh, the front looks like the front goes in. The back says no. But he still holds on. We've got 2 laps to go. We've got to keep an eye on this. We'll try and look around for other things because Nurburgring is in a battle there for Leslie. In fact, he lost the battle to Leslie, is now chasing him down, his fixed teammate. Any other battles at the moment I cannot see.
We do have 3.
Nadowin. Yeah.
3, yeah.
So we're going to try and keep what we can. But Overgaard will see the white flag when he comes around. Well, he's just coming onto the oval now, so he will see the white flag, and we've got 1 lap to go.
He'll be looking behind him to see if he can see any other cars, and if he doesn't, he'll be able to take it at least a little bit easier on this last lap. He's got a lapped car ahead of him, the car number 20, and that is the car of Will Messick, who's in 12th position, and will actually just pull over to the side of the road. Good on you, son. And lets Stefan Overgaard by with no qualms or issues whatsoever. So Stefan Overgaard basically, as long as he keeps it nice and tidy on the in-lap, well, not the in-lap, but the final lap, he'll be able to secure a victory here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway today, which will be good for him, especially given some of the luck that he's had at some of the other circuits where it's just not, it's not clicked right for him, and he won't click right for him if he continues doing that. That was a front left tire lockup coming into 5 and onto 6 now. Into 7 and 8. He just sees Thomas Ferrier in the background, and Thomas Ferrier is going to be pretty happy with second place. But what could have been if he had stuck around and kept Stefan Overgaard on his sights and his foot on the pedal.
Hayes wants this, and going into 8 loses the car. He braked a bit too late going into 8, and now 9. He is in this battle. It's going to be a drag race of P3. Stefan Overgaard's coming around the final corner, but though he will take victory at Indianapolis road course with Ferrier almost just about 5.5 seconds behind him. Overgaard takes the win. Let's get back to this battle between Hayes and Hop. I think Hayes does not get a good exit there because Hop will take P3. Good little battle between the two of them. And then now about 9 seconds behind will be this damaged car of Dan Muller, who had it all going well and just had some issues with lap cars. It's like, really, if we're honest, just had some issues. He will take P5. Now Blankenship for the Fords will come around the final corner himself. He will take victory in the Fords. Mosquera 5 seconds behind him. He will take P2, and then Philippe is just coming onto the oval. So that is basically the top 3 of the Fords. Yeah,
Jimmy Nurburgring was not able to close the gap to Stefan Leslie, so he'll have to make do with what he has. Wait a minute, where's Mosquera? Mosquera's lost. He's lost the lead. Mosquera's lost the lead to Thomas.
He already lost the lead last lap.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
The Soviet Mobile, the comrade car. He's lost the lead. It's no longer our victory. It's our podium.
Well, you know we were talking about that Dan Muller issue. You know we were talking about the Dan Muller.
Yeah.
That's where Mosquera lost the lead.
Oh,
because Mosquera, in a panic, never turned, and then he clipped the grass and he spun.
I would also like to point out that he has the Mr. Bean helmet. Oh dear.
Yeah, what are you doing to me?
Oh my
Actually,
god.
Hang on, I just realised, yeah, that's he's got a new logo on the top of that car as well, by the way.
Well, is it safe?
No.
Okay. At least I didn't use the chopper view. But less of the questionable logos and more about that result. Well done to Stefan Overgaard for clinching a victory once again. Well done to him.
Yeah, Stefan Overgaard takes the win. Sorry, I didn't know if you... Stefan Overgaard takes the win, followed by Thomas Ferrier, with Jeremy Hopp getting a very good P3, making up 3 spots. Justin Hayes gets a 4th, and Dan Muller falls down 2 places to 5th position. Ricard Boberg takes 6th, and then Nadawin takes 7th. Ali takes 8th, and Leslie 9th. Nojarod takes 10th, and Lofton takes 11th as he's just coming in for his in lap. Then everybody else a lap down. Will Messick will take 12th. Chacolet will take 13th. Fromont will take 14th. Cullymore will take 15th. Into the GT2s. Blankenship will take the win in the GT2s after that spin from Mosquera, who finishes P2. Phillips comes into P3, and then Madsen is P4. Back to the GT1s just very quickly, as Magnuin will take 16th overall for the GT1. Pondo will take 17th, and just one retiree this week, Austin Caruso, who was 22 laps down. Actually, well, that was the first lap. Did he even? He didn't complete a lap. He was there. We did see him on the cameras, but he was the guy that spun at turn 2, and then he just parked the car afterwards. Ah, a bit confusing. Yeah, I see. Oh, he hit the wall. Yeah, he spun it in 2, then spun it into 3, hit the back of the wall, and then just decided that's me done. So, unfortunate there for Austin.
Now, Craig, you know what I'm going to ask. Who was our driver of the day?
Jeremy Hopp. 3 places. All right, one of them was a mistake from Muller, but still made 3 places up there to get a podium. I think that's his first podium in the broadcast races. So a very good drive there from the Frenchman. Also the lead VEC. I know there was only a couple VECs out there today, but still. Actually, no, he was the only VEC out there. Am I right? Someone will have to correct me.
I think so. Let's just get the cameras up on him and see the boy himself. The only VEC, the only VEC boy.
The only VEC boy.
Driver of the day is Jeremy Hopp of VEC Sim Racing, or L'Agence Automobile. Automobilia. There we go.
I love your French.
It's horrible. Also, shout out to Randall Lofton, who was able to finish a race. He came 11th, but that's 2 1s. So, you know, and he's P1 of everybody that came 10th or below. How about that?
P1 for P1.
Yeah. Now, we do have to end all good things, unfortunately, Craig. I know you've been having fun, but, you know, unfortunately, it's the end. You know, you gotta put your toys away and go to bed. But,
No, I will put my toys away when I get to tell everybody. Thank you very much for watching us once again. Hit that subscribe button, hit the follow button on Twitch. We're 1 away from 100 followers on Twitch. Small gains. On our way to 1,000 on YouTube. If you did like us, hit the thumbs up button on YouTube for the algorithms. Don't forget to check out our Discord, as well as supporting trackcams22.com, who provided these fantastic cameras. I love that he was able to get a great camera pack out for Indianapolis. Some really nice cameras as well out here. So fantastic as well. If you do like what we do, thank you very much. There is a donation link on the Discord, and I think underneath the channel. If you want to hear more of us, we will be back Friday night, the start of the Fantastic Friday, where we will be for the ILMS for Road America However, next week, if you're into GT Challenge, it's a free track. It is a track that I have never seen in my life. Texas Motor Speedway Roval. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. It's a free track. So if you're looking at doing a series, it's a free track. Come on. Come one, come all. It's going to be fantastic. We cannot wait to see everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I echo what Craig just said. It's a free track. You've got no excuses. Get yourself in the car and get yourself racing. And as he said before, like us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Give us a follow on Twitch. Subscribe to us on YouTube. If you've got a spare few dollary dues, there is a donation link in the YouTube description where you can support us and make sure that we have good things going forward. And yeah, really a pleasure doing this for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Let us know what you think of it. Let us know if you have any suggestions and all that kind of jazz. But until next Friday and Sunday, Friday is the ILMS series and Sunday is Texas Motor Speedway.
I just realized you know where we are next Saturday as well, don't you?
Oh, we're doing the 8 hours.
The 8 hours of I forgot now. That's really professional. Wow. How professional is that? I forgot where we're going Saturday. Endurance Racing Online League, the 8-hour race, the round 4th Endurance Racing Online. That's all I can tell you. At the top of my head, I cannot remember where we're going.
we're doing
really
8 hours. We're doing 8 hours. But do join us then, guys. Until then, enjoy the rest of the weekend. Take care and enjoy yourselves and stay safe. Oh, it's Sebring. We're at 8 hours to Sebring next Saturday. Join us then if you're interested.